Now from SunTrust Park, we're just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Atlanta Braves. Braves baseball next. Julio Teheran gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
At the plate, John Jay. He will lead this one off today. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game?
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Paul Goldschmidt. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. 1-0 the count. Ready with the 1-0. Curveball that time, not even close.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 2-1 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
The 3-1 pitch. Full count, 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. Jay on at first, nobody out. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
At the plate, David Peralta. First offering on its way. And a double steal try here. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The average sits at 286 here to start play. A dozen home runs and 38 runs batted in. Count even now at 1-1. 3 runs already home here. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Still 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. D-Row, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Yeah, Matty, this is a lineup that's going to have to be patient. You look at the stat sheet, and they're facing a guy who likes to put guys on base via the walk. So there's no reason to come out of your game plan. Look for them to stay staunch in the middle of the plate and capitalize on mistakes this pitcher makes.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Up next for Arizona, Ketel Marte. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Lying toward the gap in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Into the box, Daniel Descalso. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Descalso hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Albies is under it. And that retires the side. So stepping in, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Braves, second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heater.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, center fielder.
The next to bat for Atlanta, number 13. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Ball 2.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Three balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. The 3-1. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. Stepping up to the plate, Freddie Freeman.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0. Hit down the line at first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Markakis. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Grounded back up the middle. Marte gloves it. And a high throw, but he's able to keep anchored on the bag at first, and that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on. Stepping into the box, Alex Avila. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Bullet back up the middle. Number 13 is there, and he has it for the out.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Swing and a liner, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out.
The right fielder, number
Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Jay. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. In there, 0-1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side. Stepping in for the Braves, Kurt Suzuki. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only...
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
You'll see right there that this is a shot to right center, and the fielder can't cut it off. He was turning those legs on the base paths, making it to third with a triple.
Now at the plate, Charlie Culberson. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Right side. Descalso loves it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. So striding in, Johan Camargo. Base is empty in front of him with 1 away following the RBI ground out. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. 1-1. Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Peralta is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Julio Teheran. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. A 1 pitch on its way. There's a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Camargo leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. A run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Diamondbacks lead this one 3-1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Good curveball. Strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. And he hung a curveball that time, and it stayed up around the letters. Ball 2.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
A.J. Pollock is on deck. 3-1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder. 3rd inning here. 3-1 our score. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 lead?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
0 for 1 here in the early going. Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count. He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the 2nd out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Striding in once again, Jake Lamb. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
1-1 the count to Jake Lamb. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further.
There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. This pitch is popped up. Swanson is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0. Albies makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Ready for another chance. Number 13. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball 1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And a diving effort, but the ball kicks off the right fielder's glove. He'll get it into second. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. First offering on its way. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. Digging in to try it again, Daniel Descalzo, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Number 5.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Culberson is there. 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Patrick Corbin. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a bunt attempt here. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back.
Leading off for the Braves.
Leading off the inning, Nick Markakis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. And that's the first out.
The catcher, number
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Kurt Suzuki. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Hit in the air to shallow center. Coming in is Pollock. 2 down.
up next for Atlanta.
At the plate, Charlie Culberson, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. Hot shot on the ground is short. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Braves are in now is John Jay. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
The right fielder, number 9.
In there for strike 1. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
2-1. Flipped out the other way toward short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
First baseman, number 40.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He went down on strikes last time up. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, David Peralta. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. 0-1 the count. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. In Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be. Digging in for his second at-bat, Johan Camargo. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Ground ball left side. To his left, Lamb. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 48, Randall.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. Chopped weakly to the left. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, Edgar Julio Teheran.
Number 20 will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball if he's got a runner at third and only one away. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. With runners in scoring position this season, number 20 is a sub-100 hitter, but that's not all that uncommon for pitchers, of course.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much.
And the run will score on the sac fly as they're hanging around at 5-2 now.
Number 1.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
The 0-1 delivery. And this is fouled at the plate.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Digging in once again, number 13. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Into the second deck, and gone.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He swings at the first one, and it's in the air out to the center of the diamond. Goldschmidt has a play, and that ends the inning. Al Minter takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 33.
Jake Lamb standing in now, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Well hit to right, but foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Fastball in there for a called strike. And it's fouled away. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Albies onto the grass. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The batter, number 3. Second baseman.
Striding in once again, Daniel Descalzo. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Again, another foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. In now, Alex Avila. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0 home is a low changeup that's laid off. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Here's the 2-0. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The catcher, number 24.
Ready once again, Kurt Suzuki. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. Marte has it. On the first, and Suzuki's retired. 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Charlie Culberson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the stretch. And a ball 1-0. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. The 1-0. Grounded to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Your attention, please. Bench hitting for the Diamondbacks.
John Ryan Murphy is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Line towards center field, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's in there for strike 1. Murphy gets his lead at first, nobody out. Jay behind 0-2 now. Carl, a California-born ball player. This is his first year at the big league level. swing and a liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Murphy is on his way home. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. And a relay home. And he's in there safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Digging in and looking for more, David Peralta. He doubled his last time through.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
And that misses, ball 1.
Gotta believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. The 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. 8 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Now another 1-2. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
The 2-2. And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away. Digging in to try it again, A.J. Pollock. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard to short. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance? Jake Lamb is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. One away.
The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. 4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Skied down the left field line. Peralta on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Carl.
Ryan Flaherty will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 27, Ryan Flaherty.
Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Started that swing a bit too early. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2 base hits this year. And you can see that the Braves are currently tops in the NL in that department. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is skied into short left center. Here comes Peralta. And that's the 3rd out. 1. Sam Freeman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Daniel Descalso will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And he lays off for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage to it.
Number 5, Alex Avila.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Nick Ahmed will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Nick Ahmed.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-1 the count now. So 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Arizona.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 13. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
Freddie Freeman is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Liner toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Markakis, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Now the 1-0. Hit back up the middle. Descalzo on to first, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it an 8-5 ball game. Ready for another shot now, Charlie Culberson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. De La Rosa comes set. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pollock is under it, and he makes the catch for out. In now is John Jay. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Swing and a liner. And a great start to the ninth as this ought to be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Culberson moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Up next for Arizona, David Peralta. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Jay, the runner at second with one away. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one away. First offering on its way. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But it bends just foul into the second deck. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
The 1-2. And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Here now the 2-2. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Gone!